Yeah, my name is John Jansen. I'm a Dutch guy, and my profession is since the beginning, since I'm 25 years old, working in the sporting goods industry and the outdoor industry lately. And right now I'm the general manager for Keen, Europe, Middle East and Africa. And besides that, I'm the president for the European Outdoor Group. Yeah, first I think it's important that everybody gets an understanding what is the European Outdoor Group, what we named EOG. In the past it was mainly outdoor brands who represent the outdoor industry, but since a year I think there has been a very important step, and that's not working as an industry means it's not only the brands but it's also including retailers. So today the European Outdoor Group represents more than 75 brands and 25 retailers, but also country outdoor organizations. So it's really getting representation of the total industry. The priorities have been quite the same over the last couple of years, and just to name a few, because there are more, I think what is super important is that if you stimulate people to get outdoors, that you also take your responsibility towards the outdoors. So taking care of sustainability projects, environmental elements, I think that has always been high on the priority, that we as an industry take care of the outdoors. So we have seminars, initiatives, networks, but definitely also try to define standards which we expect that our industry partners should live against. It's very difficult. I think sustainability is definitely a key one, but I think over the last couple of years, and that's also very close to my heart, is also making outdoor accessible for consumers. Our consumer group, in all fairness, is getting older. The younger consumer group have more options. They have also other alternatives. We talk about screen time versus being outdoor. I think it's a fact of life. But I think there is no other sports or opportunity than outdoor that can bring for young, for old, for family, for groups. Everybody can have a very good time in the outdoors. And I think for me one of the key priority is how can we get people who are outdoors more excited with innovations in the industry, but on the other hand, it's absolutely crucial that we open up a beautiful outdoor possibility for a new target group. And a lot of kids are not familiar with the outdoor, and we need to rethink what outdoor means. Outdoor means for me, and I'm Dutch, so for me means outdoor is definitely also being more walking, once in a year skiing, but a lot of biking. That's for me also outdoor. But the point is, what we need to understand and also accept as an industry is that the consumer will redefine outdoor. And I think if we understand that, but also handle towards it, that the consumer defines the new outdoors, I think then we will be able to have a fantastic future ahead of us. We need to ensure that as an industry, but also as a brand, that we use more environmental processes to produce the products, but also materials that are into the products. And I think it's something that we get pressure on from consumer and consumer groups, and to be honest, I think that's a very good thing, because we need to care about the next generations. And yes, we are once in a while more on the spot because we are an outdoor industry. So we benefit also from beautiful outdoors. And I think that we need to take ownership, we need to take the lead, but once in a while it's also not solved in 1 or 2 years. This is a long-term mission for us. I think my personal role is, of course, that we run a company, a footwear company, Keen. So we have definitely elevated our standards, especially our production standards, and also be more open to it from the materials that we use. So we have been communicating more openly what we are doing, because that's the only thing that counts. You need to be more transparent than ever before. As an industry, we put standards, the HIC standards and all kind of other standards, and working groups also with the Apparel Coalition, where we work also outside of the outdoor group, to really share best practices, because we should understand that a lot of outdoor brands are not the biggest brands, but you still need to keep up to the high standards, and that's not always easy. But just by sharing efforts, bringing people together, bringing industries together, I think that's a very important role from the outdoor group. And on the other hand, there is also a big conservation element in it. And already 10 years ago, the outdoor group started the EOCA, that's the European Outdoor Conservation Association, while right now with 110 brands donating every year a certain amount, and then by consumer voting projects, investing money back in local projects. And local projects can get up to 30,000 euro just to ensure a conservation project in your backyard. So there are initiatives, but as usual, we can always do better and more. Yeah, it's of course very different. Keen is my job, where I make my salary and my future. The EOG is more that I as a person think that we all need to contribute to the industry, and that we all need to take responsibility where we can add value to make an industry better or try to coordinate from it. But we're in Keen, where we have direct employees. The European Outdoor Group has 5 full-time people. They are working full-time for the European Outdoor Group, but of course it represents a multiple number of brands and retailers which are competitions from each other. So it's definitely the big role is definitely getting people together and make them understand that if consumers are happy, that we can grow a market and that everybody benefits. So it are 2 completely different roles, but that makes it also exciting. I think it's super exciting. I also learn different people, more political links to Brussels, to countries, to cities. So it also adds, but it's also quite a bit of work. To be honest, not enough, and that is probably a very often heard excuse, but I need to go more outdoors. I want to do more running. I have been very active and I need to restart it. But my next outdoor trip, and let's hope there will be snow in 2 weeks, will be a fun week of skiing in France with the family. So that's my next outdoor trip, but we still need some snow in Porto Soleil. Yeah, it's all about definition. Yes, we still play with the old friends. A lot of friends played indeed in national teams and played Olympics previously. But hey, as we are getting less younger than we have been, we still play on a low level, but still really enjoy it. And hey, sports is it's part of my life, and sports will always continue to be part of my life. So yes, I'm still playing, but on a quite lower level than I'm used to do.